By Connor Caro of Golden, Colorado, playing it up over the right side. And on the intercept, it'll be Hudson Kramer. Play is going to go behind the net as we are in our opening 45 seconds of period number 1. Be played along the sideline right as it's going to be at center ice, and now played by the Colorado Springs Tigers as they have it, and be played over along behind the goal as it's going to be fished out by Matt Muscati as the play will continue on. First time we've seen on rink 3 either one of these two squads as it's saucered from to the right side of the goal, played out now by Mitch Kellerman, and trying to get it as Wenatchee trying to get out of their own zone. They will fish that one up, nearly gloving that one is Charbonneau of Colorado Springs, but the play continues to move on. And with that, it'll be played, a bouncing puck behind the goal. Bennett this time will fire that one up the left side, but it'll be Charbonneau who'll get the bump on the over right in front of us. We are ice level over into the corner. We do not have the awesome vantage point that we get at some rinks. That's how it is at the Troy Sports Arena. It's a nice place to have a hockey tournament, but not to call the game, as that could get you some major repercussions from the league, but that's how that goes. We have 13:50 to go in this opening period of play. Carrying it into the zone is Johnny Schrader. Schrader looking to put that one on goal, but instead it's going to be at center ice. He's gently taken down on a check as Schrader goes to the ice, as it happened from Nikita Shevchenko, and the play continues on over on the sides. The Wenatchee Wolves player goes down, as this time it's going to be squirted loose, and Skip Cheo with it. And Cheo on the intercept, it'll be the Colorado Springs Tigers. And this time it'll be played over under the near circle. Shot across the ice, carried in by the Tigers. Tigers will put that one out on point as Chief. And with it, at center ice, play continues to move behind the goal. Colorado Springs, they will tip it back into the offensive zone as the Wolves, they tried to go back and play defense, but the Wolves on the forecheck came on in there as they try to get this puck out of their own zone to the Tigers in this 18 and under division game. With it now, it's going to go up the blue line. It'll be kicked away by Chifo as the shot was taken on point by Dasco of Kenai, Arkansas, and the play continues on. You wouldn't think you'd have a lot of hockey players from Kenai or anywhere in Arkansas, but it's played right now by Martin Petrozek, and Petrozek will put it over at center ice and will be saucered, and believe it or not, as high as it went into the rafters, it never touched anything, and play marches on. As with it on the intercept, it looked like Wenatchee nearly got the puck cleared, but Zalewski had other ideas and poked that one back into the zone, and the play will move on up to center ice and now into the corner as we have 8:03 to go in this opening period of play. There's a shot coached by Kevin Holstrom, assisted by Will English and Cody Ayers. This play continues on behind the goal. Playing it now will be Chifo, and Chifo with it. It's going to be shot in after it was nearly put back out. Held in at the blue line and now in the corner. And with it, it'll be cleared out by Caro, and Caro has it now right side, played by Jack Lombard, and it'll end up there, and players will vie for it. Colorado Springs Tiger player will. And with that one draw, it'll be played off the sideboards. And now with it over at center ice. As, two Wenatchee players didn't see each other. They collided, but they quickly jumped back into the play. Down to under 10 seconds to go in the period. It is behind the Tigers' net. A centering pass will end up off the sideboards. Whacked back in by Kellerman, and here's the horn. Second period action coming up, and less than that goal is scored at 16:37 unofficially on the board. And so with that, Colorado Springs is broken through for a goal. And with it, it's going to be turned around, played right now by Petrozek, and play will continue along the sideboards as players will collect there. Brought right back in by Skip Chow of Cottonwood Heights, Utah. And the draw comes to the left side of the goaltender, Duran. It is a 1-0 Colorado Spring Tigers lead, as this time the puck will continue to trickle on down the ice. Played off the sideboards and now up over the blue line, and a centering pass. This time was fed from Lee, did not get through to McCullough, and now the play will end up behind the net as it's reversed by Linsaw, and the outlet will Duran. And poking away at it, it'll be controlled by Wenatchee as they are on the power play for the next 34 seconds, 4:22 to go before our break. With it right now, it'll be Bennett. Bennett feeding Stickle. Stickle now will go back on point. And taking a shot will be Bennett. They go underneath with a one-time tip from out on point inside as that shot was off by McCullough, but it didn't get through. It was threaded wide. Puck continues end over end. Thomas gets it back after giving it up, and he'll go back over along the goal line, back out on point with just 4 seconds to go in the power play. There's a weak shot out in front of the goaltender. It's cleared, and we're back to full strength. Colorado Springs player. It's played up now by Zalewski, who has our game's only goal. And Lee this time will try to center that pass. It's not going to get through. Played out over center ice as we're down to the 10-second mark before the halfway point. Carrying it in are the Wolves, and it'll be shot toward the goal. That rebound by Duran as it was taken that time by to go in the second period of play. It's still 1-0, the only goal of the game by Colorado Springs, and Zalewski scored at 16:37, and that is it. That's their game's only goal. It's been a pretty tight contest thus far, as handling the puck in their own end. It'll be played out there by Wenatchee, skating from our left to our right. Colorado Springs obviously coming up the other way. Using a one-hander, it's going to be fished ahead now for the Wenatchee Wolves. Work done, thanks. As the play continues, and it'll be moving along, I had to let the players know, as I think they're using the back of my chair as the goal. And play continues on, and the Wolves, and this time they're going to shoot it off the goaltender Duran. It'll go off the glass, and the play continues on as it's going to be brought out and shot right back in by Kellerman, as neither side has really been able to get the advantage with just 5. Face-off is done by our linesman, Mr. Ninas, and it'll be held in by Stickle. Stickle has his pocket picked, and with it is Gadzunas. Gadzunas comes down, and he's going to have that one poked away from him, and coming up the other way will be the Wolves. This time playing it is Lee. Lee going wide. It'll end up behind the goal. It'll be played over into the corner, as this one will come on out, and getting a handle on it, it's going to be intercepted and taken away by Linsaw, as Linsaw will fire it down the ice, and you hear the horn. The games, the standings, team stats, and a whole lot more. That's all online, and you can go get it. Well, that puck is going to be brought out to center ice, as it looks like going back to get that one is Kellerman. As Kellerman gets it back after giving it up with 15:45 to go in this hockey game. It'll be played along the left circle, and this time it's trying to keep it. It's going to be put out in front, and Kellerman with it, and that one here went off the goaltender. It looked like it took a funny hop. Might have got a piece of the pipe, and play moves on. And the play will now go over into the far corner as it's going to be played there along the side boards. And Jacob Bennett from Wasilla, Arkansas, and the play will move on. Behind the goal, players are still checking each other. It looks like Ian Denning trying to come out with it, cycling with it are the Wolves. That's a shot right on goal by Ross. And with 14:07 to go in this game, players are tied up. It's played over along the side boards, and then now ends up center ice on the reversal by the Wolves. And now the Tigers will pick the pocket, and Kellerman. So both sides are quickly turning it over, pinball style out there on the ice, as no one has had the clear advantage with 13:47 to go in this hockey game. Played out over the left wing. Players are trying to get out of Collisionville as a couple of players in the face-off will go to the right side of the goaltender, Duran. And it'll be out there the side of the net to try centering the pass to Wenatchee Wolves, but instead it'll end up the other way as it's collected over into the corner. They're trying to come out with it. This time it's going to be Stickle coming out center ice as he will play it. As he's on sheet number 3 today in this NAPHL Prospect Tournament game. Colorado Springs Tigers and the Wenatchee Wolves as the Tigers lead it 1-0 over the Wolves, as this time it'll be wrapped around the boards by Jake Landers and trying to keep it, and now trying to do a little solo work was Jed Butler. Butler doesn't hold it for long. He pokes away at it. It ends up now between the circles in the offensive zone. One player falling down. Gendry will take it for the Wolves, and the other way it'll be Slivchenko, and this time the draw will come out over to the sideboards. They will kick away at it, and with that right now it'll be Michael Thomas bringing it out the other way, and it'll come on out now over center ice. As we're trying to bring this one in on the reversal, bringing it up now left side, Jake Landers. They are in need of an instant goal, are the Wolves. They trail by 1 with 5:32 to go in this hockey game. Cross-ice pass will be held out there at center ice by Bennett. He's being checked by Zebra. He went down cleanly as illegally played. Put it now into the corner. It'll be going in the opposite zone. Played now by the Wolves. Schrocker playing it with 4:14 to go in this hockey game. Both sides are at full strength. It's 1-0. Zaleski for Colorado Springs as their game's only goal. Scored it back early on in the second period. Played right now over on the sideboards. It'll be now at the goal line, cycling behind the goal, trying to center